Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm really glad you decided to spend a few minutes with me today. Before we start, pause for a second. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently breathe out. Good. You are investing in yourself right now, and that always matters. Today, we're going to practice English together for just 5 minutes. Not a long class, not a complicated lesson, just 5 focused minutes of real speaking practice. You don't need grammar books, you don't need perfect pronunciation, you don't need a quiet studio. All you need is your voice and a small space in your day. This kind of practice is something I call micro-training. It's like giving your brain a short workout. Short sessions, clear focus, real results. You can do this while making breakfast. You can do it while commuting. You can even do it softly before going to bed. English doesn't have to live inside a classroom. It should live inside your daily routine. So here is your simple task today. Listen carefully, repeat confidently, speak without fear. Don't stop when you make a mistake. Don't judge your accent. Don't wait to sound perfect. Progress comes from movement, not perfection. Now, let's talk about today's theme. The strength of consistency. Many people think improvement comes from dramatic effort. They believe they need intense motivation. They believe they must study for hours every single day. But real improvement usually looks quiet and simple. Imagine watering a plant. You don't pour 10 liters of water once a month. You give it a little water every day. That daily care helps it grow. Language learning works the same way. 5 minutes of listening, 5 minutes of repeating, 5 minutes of speaking out loud. It may feel small, but small actions repeated often create transformation. Your brain loves repetition. Every time you speak English, your brain builds connections. At first, those connections are weak. You hesitate. You search for vocabulary. You translate in your head. That is completely normal. But each time you practice, those connections grow stronger. Sentences come faster. Your pronunciation becomes clearer. Your confidence increases. Eventually, something wonderful happens. You begin to speak without overthinking. Your mouth moves more naturally. Your mind stays calm. That is the power of consistent practice. Here is an important tip. Make your habit easy. If you promise yourself 1 hour every day, you may feel overwhelmed. But if you promise 5 minutes, it feels possible. When something feels possible, you actually do it. And when you do it regularly, it becomes automatic. You can describe your actions in English while cooking. You can talk about your plans while walking. You can summarize your day before sleeping. These tiny moments are powerful. Let me share a short example. I once met a learner who understood English very well. He could read articles, he could watch movies, but when he tried to speak, he froze. So instead of giving him difficult tasks, we created a very small routine. Every evening, he recorded a 1-minute voice message in English about his day. At first, his sentences were basic. I worked today. I felt tired. I ate dinner. Simple, clear, honest. After a few weeks, his messages became longer. He added details. He expressed opinions. He began telling short stories. After a few months, he could speak in conversations without panic. What changed? Not his intelligence, not his talent, his consistency. Confidence doesn't appear suddenly. It grows from repeated success. Every time you finish 5 minutes of practice, you prove something to yourself. I can do this. And that belief is powerful. So instead of chasing perfection, chase repetition. Instead of waiting for motivation, build discipline. Instead of dreaming about fluency, practice daily speaking. You may not notice change tomorrow. You may not feel different next week. But if you continue for 1 month, you will hear improvement. If you continue for 3 months, other people will notice too. Before we finish, let's quickly review. You don't need long study sessions to grow. Short, focused practice is effective. Repetition strengthens your brain. Small habits build confidence. Confidence leads to fluency. English becomes easier when it becomes familiar, and familiarity comes from daily contact. So keep your practice simple, keep it realistic, keep it consistent. Thank you for spending these 5 minutes speaking English today. Remember, progress is quiet, but it is always happening. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep believing that you are improving every single day. I'll practice with you again very soon.